Hello Seminary friends, I wanted to walk you through how you can create a PowerPoint to match the manual fairly quickly through some of the ins and outs of doing so and what hopefully could help be a fairly quick process for any of you called teachers, and hopefully a coordinator can see that this isn't too bad and this is a great service for called teachers. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come here. This is one from the last week that I'm doing, but just to kind of illustrate this, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go up to File. I have it opened in the app, the PowerPoint app. I'm going to hit File, Save a Copy. I save all of mine on OneDrive so I can share them easily. So I need to put it here onto this one. I know it's going to be this number, and the first lesson is going to be 2 Nephi 31, 1 through 13. So I come back here, I'm going to go ahead and put 31 and then 1 through 13. I don't put any spaces there just to help file names keep them organized that way. Hit save. Now I'm going to delete the slide, but now the first thing I need to do is change the background of this. Now what I've used is what's called the Slide Master tool. And I'm going to go ahead and go up to View, and then you go ahead and hit Master and go to Slide Master tool. And what it does, it breaks down all of the different slides that you have available when you come up here for slides right here. Okay, so I'm going to go back up again to Open Slide Master, and this is where I can change the background and the format of that picture. I have two different titles. I have this is where I use commentary and background. Anyways, you can see the different ones I have. This is the general one. I have a picture here and the information here, and put the header from the book. So this is the quotation slide. This is the video quotation slide. A lot of the youth today like to watch the video and see the words at the same time. So those are the slides that I've used to match the style that I've chosen for the presentations that I've done. So I need to change this picture right here. So I'm going to hit delete, and then I'm going to come to this next week that I need to work on, and this is the picture for that. And so I'm going to go ahead. Now this is a cropped picture of that one, so I'm just going to see if I can find. I'm going to go to the media library for the church. I'm going to go to images, and then I know that's the cover of Teaching in the Savior's Way, and I'm going to hit search. And I'm probably going to be able to find a little bit better resolution of that picture, like this one right here. So this is a better resolution. I'm going to go ahead and hit copy. Just right click and copy. And then I come over to this and I hit paste. And it's the same size, so that's perfect. Now this one right down here is the kind of a filter that I have over the front. So I'm going to go ahead and put that to the front, bring to front, and then I place it on top of that. Now I don't like the green with that, so I'm going to go ahead and hit shape format. And then I'm going to come here to the format, paint, go to fill, and then I'm going to change this to something similar that's on there. I'm going to go ahead and change it to that. And I'm going to make that one just a little bit more transparent, maybe, I don't know, play with a little bit here. And then the only other thing I change on here sometimes is you can change font families. So I'm going to go ahead and change the font family because I haven't changed it in a while. And once I change it on the master, it changes it for every slide. And so I don't have to do anything. It looks like I've got to just slide this over a little bit that way. There we go. And so again, this is 2 layers. This is a shape that's on top of an image. I just changed out the image, put the shape back on top of it, and then I went to shape format, format pane, and then this is where you can change that. So you can play with it here. Anyway, so you can play with it a little bit more like that there. So anyway, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Look at the black on it. I think we'll be able to see everything well. So I'm going to go ahead and close master. Now, I'm going to go back to my lesson, and the one I want to work on is this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. And this is the picture for this one, right? 2 Nephi 31 is great. So I'm going to go ahead and open it in a new tab. I'm going to right click on the picture, hit open in a new tab. And here is the picture. I'm going to copy that picture. And then if I hit delete, and then I have to click on this line right here and hit paste, and it pastes it perfectly in that size. I don't have to change it at all. I come up here to fit format. You don't need to do this, but I do it so it's got a little shadow on it, and then I change this to match the block. 31, 1 through 13, and then what's the title of this lesson now? I'm just going to copy that and place that right up here and keep text only. And there we go. Now for this page, I put this on here because I want teachers to see the purpose. Sometimes we forget there's a purpose for each lesson that's kind of been built in. And so I'm going to go back to the overview page. So right here, here's the overview page for the week. That's in the seminary curriculum. And it has the lesson purpose and the student prep. So I just grab those right there. I hit copy. I'm going to select all that, Control A, delete that, paste this in, and I'm going to keep text only. And so I usually delete this, and then bold, student preparation, and I am set. Okay. The other thing that I do is I take the introduction from the top of the lesson for seminary teachers, and then I paste it in the notes section of that. So this one's done. Okay, so now all I need to do is I need to hit File, Save a Copy, and I have a folder for this section. I come back over here and I look, the next one is 2 Nephi 31, 14 through 21, so I just need to go like this, 14 through 21. This is going to be lesson 62, and I'm going to go ahead and hit Save. So now all I need to do is come down to this one. I'm going to grab the lesson purpose. Come back to this page, paste it, keep the text only, and then hit that. Then I've got to go to the actual lesson itself. Oh, where's the lesson? Oh, I got to go to the right lesson. I have multiple tabs, as you can see. So here's the picture for that lesson. So teachers, so I open it in a new tab. If I right click and open it in a new tab, it gives me a higher resolution. If I copy this one and put it in, it will look ugly. So copy image, come back here, go to the title page, and I delete that one. I click on it, activate that box, hit paste, and then I gotta type in the right thing. You must press forward, and it's 14 through 21. Delete that, hit paste, keep text only, and then I just gotta change this from 14 to 21, and then I am done. So that's 2 I've done for the week. Then I come up here, File, Save a Copy, and then I change the name. The next one is 32. Oops. 1 through 7. Oops. 1 through 7. And then I need to change this to 63. All of these are being saved to OneDrive so that you can share it with everyone. I'm not gonna talk a lot about OneDrive sharing, but that's where I'm saving these at. They're all in the cloud so people can download their own copy. Hit save, come back here. Oh, I forgot to copy this over. Whoops. So I'm gonna have to open up the old one. So go to File, Open Recent, that one. I wanna open up that one again. Paste that right there, and it's saving. So I come here, go to the next lesson, open this picture in a new tab, family eating. Gonna come back here, delete that, and they're not eating, they're feasting, aren't they? So I change this, 2 Nephi 31, 1 through 7, and then I come back here, grab the title, and you must press forward. I keep text only to match the destination. I need to change this out now. So I come back here and I put that in here. Then I go back to the overview page and I copy this and I go back to this page, keep text only, keep text only. Sometimes it doesn't work, so I repaste it again, keep text only. It's decided to bold it. Oh, whoops. I use Control Z and Control V a ton. And so if you don't use those, it's going to take you forever. That's what I use. So I make that a little bit bigger. I get rid of this lesson purpose, and I can tell this is not the right text. So I'm going to come up here and go back to the default, and that's ready. So I have the right block. I have the right intro, the picture. Again, I forgot to make the picture be shadowed. I come up here. So I would do that for all 5 of them. So that's how I create 5 empty presentations. They're not empty. They've got the title page, they've got the lesson purpose and student preparation there. They have that information, the right pictures, everything. Then I come back to the 5 once I'm done with them. I always do the Doctoral Mastery a little bit different. You can look at the cover. I do it different just to help a teacher know that it's a different one, different lesson for that day. But anyways, I come here to OneDrive. I go to this one, and then I go up here, Open in App. And then I hit Open in the app. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through doing the rest of the lesson. And so here is that lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and come back here. And I can tell this is the right one. This has been pasted over. The lesson purpose has been pasted over from the overview. And I am ready to get going here. So, something marvelous. So I just go through the lesson and just read it as I do it. So, something marvelous. To prepare students for sharing the following, consider sharing about a person who did something for you that you'd consider marvelous or significant. Okay? So then I come and usually just do this one, image and content slide. I paste that title. I hit keep text only, and then it's usually, it copies over to the right text there. And then I come down here and I just grab this part right here. Okay. I paste it in here, and now I hit keep text only. Now, then I highlight it. We probably need that a little bit bigger. And then sometimes I hit animation and you hit appear, and then you go to the animation and timing. One click, so each of these questions will show up one at a time. And now I don't know what to put on the slide. It says think of a person who does something marvelous for you or something. So I'm going to go back up to the media library. I'm going to select image, and I'm going to put service, because that might give me an image that helps me to do that. So great. Let's see what this looks like. Is this a better service one? I don't know, maybe, but it's got words. I don't necessarily want words. So I just kind of look around for a minute here on this page, because these are generally going to be okay for me to share. Oh, this is a good service one. A youth serving, so I can hit copy image. And then I come here, I just click on this and hit paste. And there it is, it's pasted. I don't have to resize it. I come up to quick styles, put the shadow on it, and that part's done. Come back to this tab. Now, here's kind of the intro for the teacher to tell the students. In 2 Nephi 2:27, the Lord testified of something marvelous he would do to help those through the wickedness and apostasy of the last days. As you study, ponder how what you learn affects how you feel about the Lord. So this is kind of like the segue from this slide to the next one. So I put it here in the notes for the teacher. Then on this one, I have a read. And then down here, I have a quote here. Okay. So I'm probably going to do another one, another image and content slide. I keep something marvelous because that's still the same heading that we're under. And then I come back here, and here's the reading. I'm going to copy that text, place it over here, and keep text only. I don't like the hyperlinks to go over, so keeping text only destroys the hyperlinks. I'm going to make sure that's the right, and then I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And then I usually bold these, try to make that consistent throughout all of them. And then here is a quotation. It says, invite students to share what they think the marvelous work is referring to. And then you show this. So maybe I want to show President Nelson's face because it's going to be a quote from him. So I can come back up here to layout and change it over to a quotation slide. Now it's jumped over there. I can fix that here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and paste the quotation here. And I'm going to delete that there. I'm going to paste it over into this one. That first part, and I keep the text. I'm going to delete that hyperlink, come over here, remove the hyperlink, and then I do a little formatting. I probably want these to all be about the same size, and then I'm going to bold this, and I'm going to bold it. I'm going to bold it there. Now I need to put a picture of President Nelson here, and I'm going to get rid of this reference. I like to put the reference into this thing so that I always have the reference so people can find it if they want to. But I'm going to have this appear secondarily. I'm going to go up to appear, and so it will appear on the click. And so this is some teacher instructions. So I come up here, copy this, paste that there. I go up to the media library and I type in President Nelson. and then you pick one. Now, the higher the number, the bigger the file is, so this is about the right size I want. So I'm going to copy this one. Even though it's bigger than that spot, I hit paste, and then I go to picture and that. Okay, so now this slide is done. I come back and I look, so it's one truth we can learn from this. Okay, so what do I want to do with this? So I really like students to see the bolded principles that are in the manual, and these are usually good questions to help them think about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a new slide. I'm going to paste in that information that was there. Keep text only. Something marvelous is still there. And then I'm going to come back up to search here. You can use this page. Marvelous work and a wonder. See if it comes up with anything. Dun, da, da, da. Okay, any of these would work. You could use this. I'm going to use the plates. I don't know. So I go ahead and hit copy on that image, and then I paste it here. Okay, so I come back. Let's look at the bolded principle here. The Lord performed marvelous work, coming forth the Book of Mormon. Okay, yeah, it's the Book of Mormon. I want to bold that. It says the Lord, yada, 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 to there. Bold that. Now I'm going to make this bigger. And if you want to, I'm going to bullet that, and I'm going to have that come in on its own. So it's on its own click. I'm going to put the shadow on the picture because I think it looks better that way. So I am down to here. Now I have a new title. Okay, so I'm going to copy that because that's next. Much of 2 Nephi 27 focuses on the coming forth of the Book of Mormon. Before studying more from this chapter, take a moment to reflect on your feelings for the Book of Mormon. So these are good things that the teacher is going to use as a segue. So I'm going to probably do, what am I going to do? I'm going to do this one. So this is an image on the right. I'm going to paste in that new heading, keep text only, hit delete. And so I want to find a good picture for the Book of Mormon. So I'm going to go ahead and put Book of Mormon. We're going to be talking about how people feel about it, those types of things. So I'm going to hit copy on this one, and then I hit paste. And then I go to here, and so this image on the right, just adds a little variety from this. Now let's go back and see. Most of this I'm going to put down in notes because it's kind of questions to help the teacher segue. This is some help to do that. I'm going to put that down there too. Nephi prophesied that the Book of Mormon would come forth to help the problems of the last days. He also wrote that God would allow a few witnesses to behold the plates of the Book of Mormon. The behold the plates of the Book of Mormon was translated and testified the truthfulness of the book. Nephi then shared a prophecy about some of the details of the Book of Mormon. Okay, so this is us walking students through Martin Harris and Charles Anthon and stuff like that. So, interesting. What am I going to do here? Okay, so I'm probably going to do this. And I'm just going to probably put this text here and let a teacher decide if they want to use it or not. Again, if I hit keep text only, gets rid of the hyperlinks, makes it a little bit bigger. I'm going to use this picture still on the next slide. So I'm going to go ahead and make a new one. Paste that picture of the Book of Mormon there. And then I have a full-on table I want to put in here. So what I do is I'm going to delete this for a table. I'm going to go to Insert, Table. It's 3 wide and 4 tall. So 3 wide and 4 tall. I'm probably going to put it right here. I'm going to make it the same color. And now I'm going to copy over just individual blocks here. Oops. I'm going to hit keep text only because I don't want that stuff to transfer. Prophecy, put that one right here. Keep text only. And then I'm going to go like this. I'm going to copy all 3 of those at the same time and see if they transfer over here. No, wait, did they? They did. Okay, so I need to copy this and then come back here. Alrighty, now I'm going to create some space in each one of these. So we can fill those things out. And then it says, display the following chart and have them fill them out. And so you can't do this onto a TV. I know some teachers that project up onto a screen. But anyways, it gives you the table to do with it. You could copy it on the board. And you have them do it. And then here's a question that goes along with having them fill that out. Why do you think the Lord used Joseph Smith and an unlearned man to bring forth the Book of Mormon? So there's a good question to go along with this as you work on this. You could make this text a little bigger if you wanted to, and make these a little bit smaller. I don't know. That's just kind of up to you and what you'd like to do. Okay. Now we're on to a read question. A read and some questions here. So I'm going to come here and hit new slide, probably do this one. Actually, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to duplicate the slide so I don't have to copy the pictures and everything over. I'm going to hit delete the table on this one. I'm going to delete the notes on this one. And then I'm going to come back here and click on that button so I have this. Paste the copy text over. And I'm going to make this bigger. I don't want this to be indented because this is the main thing to do. They're going to read. I'm going to go ahead and highlight these bullet points, hit animations, appear, and then open this animation pane over here, and then I'm going to put on click. So that means when you come to this slide, you have to click the next button to get to that. So that's the Marvelous Work and Wonder. Now we have, there's some more background. We'll put that in later. So Emma Smith did this. So it looks like we got a quote here. So I'm going to come up here and do a new quote. Oops. I'm going to do a new slide. Oh, I need to make it a quotation slide. And so I'm probably going to put that Emma stuff right here. And then put this in here. Copy up to the reference. Paste that here. And I'm going to hit keep text only. I don't want bullet points if it's a quotation. I need to keep this because it's underneath there. Now I need the reference. Copy the reference over, paste it there, keep text only. Go to the media library and I'm going to type in Emma Smith. And again, that's about the right size. Copy this, paste it here, and then change that. Okay, cool. So we have that up to there. Now, where are we at? We got some questions. Okay, some questions. So I'm probably going to go back and I'm just going to hit duplicate on this slide because I still have the same heading. I'm going to use that same picture. And I'm just going to paste those questions, keep text only. Since they're questions, I'm going to bullet them, make them a little bigger, and then I'm going to hit animations, appear, go down to timing, and hit on click. So those will show up. Usually you'll have that like that. All right, so some good review questions. And then we have an example of how the Book of Mormon is, examples how marvelous the Book of Mormon is. So we have a couple of videos here. Okay, so to do these, what I do is, okay, so I'm just going to download this one. I download the smallest version right there. And then this looks like an entire talk by President Nelson. I'm going to hit download right there. Including my and that, I'm going to pause right there. Okay, so I'm going to copy this text up to here because this is this first part. I go to new slide, and then I've got a full video. I paste that link right there. It's downloaded to my computer. I hit this, go to downloads, and solving life's problems. Okay, and now it's there. Now this next one's a little bit harder. We don't have the text for this one, and it says right up here we have from 5:38 to 11:26. So I'm going to copy this text right here. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to hit new slide, full video, and I'm going to paste that there so I can see these time codes. I click on this, I go to my downloads, here's that talk. Now here's the entire talk here. So if I hit play, it starts at the beginning, and that's not great. So I need to trim this video down to this. So here's how you do this. You go to video playback. You click on that video, you go to playback, and then you come down to trim the video. So this is kind of like a scrubber across it, but right here, this is the start. So we got to come down to 5, I'm going to do it 5:37, and then I want it to fade out at 11:26 and a little bit. All right, there, that's good enough. So it's not perfect, but it's there. I'm going to hit trim. Now it's the black video. There we go. I get to where it's a decent picture of whomever it is that's talking. I go to video format, I hit poster frame, and you can see it's black right now, but I hit current frame, and so now you see it. So now when I hit play,
I've invited various groups.
And it jumps to where it's supposed to be.
The quorum of the 12.
So that's how I've done that. So that's how I trim the video. So it's the full video in there. That's why they're so big. But again, you click on the video, you go to playback, you hit trim video, and then for video format is where you can have that poster frame. So the poster frame is important because when you go to the next slide, rather than having a black thing, you can see that it's a quotation that way. Now, I do the same thing. Sometimes the book will provide the text of the quote and the video. When it has that, I go ahead and I add a quotation slide. A video quotation slide. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to hit a video quotation. This is where you paste the text, the reference, and the video right there. But it doesn't do that right now. So what does it say here? Earlier in the lesson, you were asked to think about your feelings about the Book of Mormon. Consider any truths. Okay, so this is kind of like a thinking question in your study journal. So I'm going to go ahead and hit copy here. I'm going to go to this one, paste that. Oops. Say text only, keep text only, make this a little bit bigger, and why change things up when we already have this? I'm gonna copy this title and paste it right here. Oops. Control A to copy, and then, or Control C to copy, or Control A to select, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Okay. So actually, you want them to write in a journal. So if I come here and I've saved onto my desktop frequently used images. So I have journaling and studying images that I've put on here before. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this, and I make it a shadow. Okay. Then come back here and I hit File, Section Header. Why do I want that? Because I know I have the commentary and background next. So I come in here, I hit paste, keep text only. It looks like I've got a couple videos and a long quote here. Okay, so here we go. I copy the question that usually generates the thought here. This is going to be a quotation only slide. I'm going to paste that question there, hit keep text only, come here. This talks about how quickly that went. So how quickly the translation process was done. Man, that's pretty big. So if I were not lazy right now, I would maybe make this into 2 slides and make it a little bit bigger. I copy over the reference so it's always there. And then I know I have a picture of President Nelson already, so I just go back, hit Control C to copy it, come back here and paste it. So that one's done. This next quotation has the same question. So I'm going to hit duplicate slide, and I'm now going to copy Elder Suarez's thing, highlight it all and paste it, keep text only, and I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. This was a great talk. Oh, I hate having hyperlink text, so just keep text only. Keep text only. There we go. And then I need to get rid of President Nelson's picture. I need to get the reference here. Control C, Control V, keep text only. come up to the media library, Ulysses. He's got this other newer picture. I'm gonna hit copy on that, and I'm gonna paste it right there. So I have 2 of the quotes. Now what do I have next? Oh, this is a great video. I love this video. Now, it doesn't give me an arrow to download it, so that's a pain in the neck. So I just right click on this link right here, open it into a new tab, and I can download it here. And I want the smallest version, so my PowerPoint file is smaller. I'm gonna copy that, and then I'm going to go File, Full Video, give that information. I've downloaded it, go to my downloads, compelling witness, insert, and now it's just black. So you can find whatever you like. Cool. I don't know. Anyway, so then I come up here, video format, poster frame, current frame. So then I know what video it is when I come to it. Now, there's one more video here. Let's see what I'm going to do here. This is another one to kind of teach you how to trim it. So this is President Nelson reading the Restoration Proclamation. I'm going to download it.
Now,
you'll notice this jumps automatically to 241. So I'm going to copy this information. I've downloaded the smallest copy to my computer. I hit paste. Here's my time codes right there. So I come in here and I've downloaded it. I hit insert, click on that, and then I need to trim the video. I come here, go to playback, trim, and then 241 is where I want to kind of pick up. All right, a little bit earlier than that. Oop, no, it kind of moved. It's hard to get it perfect on this. I wish there was a way to just type in some codes, but it doesn't. Then you come up here and you trim it down to 913. Wow. And we're not trimming much, are we? We're not trimming anything. I'm just going to trim it to there. Hit trim. And, oh, he's got such a kind face. I'm going to hit current frame and a kind loving face. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that, so that's saved. Now, it's saving. It takes a while to upload to the cloud, but I have just completed this. I don't do the supplemental learning activities, but this way it gets most everything down, and because I just added that video, it'll take a little bit to save. Once it says saved, I can go ahead and then go back to my OneDrive, open the next one that I've already created, and start on that one. I hope that watching this and through the process of this might be helpful for you. Thanks.